Final round of the Lotus Development International Series, and the boys on Rockport are gunning for a slice of sailing history. No crew from the Northern Hemisphere has won this title in more than 60 years. Tim Robinson there, he is well aware of the job ahead. Oh, drama here for Semantic, almost over. Our winner from round one, almost a real disaster in the last race of the series. They've recovered beautifully. Another one of the contenders, Amiga Spec 2UE in the firing line. Working their moves, looking for that clean air and a fast run.
Yep. Okay, right to go, Mark. Let's go, guys.
Now on board with Mitsubishi Electric, looking to find a place in the top 10.
Sorensen has extended his lead as Homan and McDonald combine to set the kite for the second Spinnaker run. Once set, the acceleration on these flying machines is unbelievable, even in a light 10-knot sou'easter.
Well, these blokes have been very consistent. A win in round 7, if Peter Sorensen can hold on in front, will be very much deserved. Their record through the series, 3 fourths and a 5th. So they've been thereabouts throughout, and they're really showing their best form in the final round. Lotus under full power, the big black Spinnaker screaming down Sydney Harbour. They're the biggest threat to the leaders at the moment. But don't write off this bloke, Trevor Barnabas on Amiga Spec 2UE. There's a good contrast. They're going downwind and Rockport, our series leaders, still making their way to the top mark. Still battling away, Mitsubishi Electric.
Sorensen gave up yacht racing a couple of years ago to return to his beloved 18-footers. He described yacht racing as boring and said his crew had to wake him up to tack. No problems in that regard under full Spinnaker on Sydney Harbour. Cellarmasters with Tony Hannon at the helm was also turning in a great final round. Now into 5th, they were starting to eye off Semantic. The goal was just one place at a time because Allegro Workstations was already well and truly gone out in front. As they began the long work back up into Rose Bay for the last time, a few of the other crews were starting to struggle. Rag and Famish was amongst them taking a swim, leaving them back near the tail of the fleet. Allegro was starting to sense not only a victory, but maybe a championship. The win looked in their keeping, but the question was, where was Rockport? On board Emery Worldwide, the Americans were very happy with their performance. A final round 10th would leave them 7th overall.
Come on out. Ready, guys? What are we doing?
Well into the second half of the race now, and Barnabas must have known his chances of retaining the title were fast slipping away.
He's such a competitor, isn't he, Barnabas? This boat was down and out after 2 rounds, but still he came into the final race with just one boat in front of him for the championship. He won't be able to improve on that today. There's a few boats going a little bit better than him, and one of them is Allegro Workstations around the can for the final time. Coming into today, they knew they had to win to have any chance at all of taking the championship. Well, the first part of the equation looks to have been completed. In second position, Lotus Development. They're about to put the kite up for the final time. Here it goes. 18-footer action at its best. Up it goes. The boys are away in pursuit of our leaders. Lotus Development. Allegro Workstations, Peter Sorensen. He's had many, many highlights in his career, and another one today. It's just a nice, comfortable run to the finish line. There'll be no mistakes here. This downward run, and they will come across the line, and you will see the jubilation of their crew. It's been a tough week, 7 races. Across the line they go, and victory to Allegro Workstations. Peter Sorensen, the skipper.
Now an anxious wait for the boys aboard Allegro, with Rockport now inside of the line.
Piece of history here as one of the oldest sailing championships heads to the Northern Hemisphere for the first time. Rockport currently in 8th position. That's good enough for them to take the championship. Our last international winner was the New Zealander Terry McDowell way back in '74. And look at these results, a real thriller to finish the series. Allegro Workstations first, but at the bottom there, Rockport 8, good enough to take the series.
Okay, and today, do you feel the extra pressure with knowing that you're going in with such a strong lead?
Bloody oath. I just answered for you.
There's always more pressure, isn't there? On the last race, nobody's won it for like
well, nobody's won it outside Australia since '74. Nobody from the Northern Hemisphere has ever won it. Of course, we're going to feel a little bit, but we were just concerned about just keeping the boat going and just making sure we stayed in the top few.
Let's now check the final standings, and Rockport, the Lotus Development champions. Allegro Workstation sneaking into second ahead of Omega Smeg Tuyui. Sorensen edging out his old rival Barnabas. We've had it all during this past week, the most competitive fleet in 2 decades and a slice of history. The JJ Giltinan Shield, 18-foot racing's most prized piece of silverware, is heading to the Northern Hemisphere.
Rockport.